You love your daily walks, those peaceful moments when it's just you, the fresh air, and the steady rhythm of your steps. But what if those strolls you treasure aren't as innocent as they seem? What if, hidden beneath the surface, there's something quietly working against you? Stay with me, because today we're digging into a truth about walking after 70 that might just change how you step out tomorrow. Before we get into the tricky stuff, let's talk about why walking is so special, especially as we get older. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's a powerhouse of benefits. Here's why it's such a hit. It's heart-friendly. Walking gets your blood flowing, and that's a big win for your heart. Research shows it can cut your risk of heart trouble and keep your blood pressure in check. Keeps you moving. Those steps help your knees, hips, and ankles stay limber, which means you can keep doing the things you love, like chasing after grandkids or tending your garden. Lifts your spirits. There's something magical about a walk that clears your mind. It's like nature's own mood lifter, easing stress and giving you a little burst of happiness. If you're a walker, give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing something amazing, but, and this is a gentle but, there's more to the story. Now, here's where it gets real. Walking might seem foolproof, but after 70, your body's needs change, and some habits that feel right might actually be sneaking in a little trouble. Let's break it down. Those trusty old shoes. You know that favorite pair of sneakers? The ones that feel like old friends? If they're worn thin, they're not holding up their end of the deal anymore. Without proper support, your feet take a beating, and that can ripple up to sore knees, achy hips, or a cranky back. Pushing too hard. Maybe you're walking farther or faster than you used to, thinking more is better. But if you're not easing into it, you could be stressing your joints or tiring yourself out more than you realize. It's sneaky. Sometimes the ache doesn't hit until later. One-trick pony. Walking's fantastic, but if it's the only exercise you're doing, you might be leaving gaps. Your muscles and balance need a little extra love to keep you steady, and walking alone doesn't always cover that. This isn't about ditching your walks. It's about spotting where things might go off track, so you can keep enjoying them. To make sure we're on solid ground, I reached out to Dr. Jane Thompson, a physiotherapist who's spent years helping folks like us stay active. Here's what she told me. Walking is a superstar for staying healthy as you age, but it's not a free pass. The trick is to do it in a way that matches where your body's at now, not 20 years ago. That means shoes that cushion your steps, pacing yourself, and pairing it with exercises that build strength and balance. Ignore that, and you're asking for trouble down the road. Dr. Thompson's point really stuck with me. Walking's a team player. It works best when it's not carrying the whole game. Let's bring this home with a couple of stories from real walkers like you. First, meet Mary. She's 72, and her daily walks were her pride and joy until her knees started complaining. She figured it was just age creeping in, but then she swapped her flattened sneakers for a pair with real support and added some easy leg stretches. Guess what? Her knees quieted down, and she's back to strutting her stuff. Then there's Tom, 75, a guy who never missed a day. But he kept feeling stiff, like his body was dragging. Turns out, he was jumping straight into his walks without warming up. Once he started with a few simple moves, like swinging his arms or circling his ankles, he felt looser, lighter, and ready to roll. Mary and Tom didn't quit walking, they just tweaked it. And that's the secret sauce. So, how do you keep your walks safe and fun? I've got 5 tips you can start today. No fancy gear required. Warm up like you mean it. Spend 5 minutes waking up your body. Try this. Stand tall, lift your heels a few times, then circle your ankles. It's like telling your muscles, "Hey, we're about to move." Pick the perfect shoes. Your feet deserve the best. Look for sneakers with cushioning and a solid arch, nothing too tight or too floppy. If the soles are worn smooth, it's time to shop. Ease. In. Don't go from 0 to a marathon. Start with 10 to 15 minutes at a comfy pace, then build up as you feel stronger. Your body will thank you. Mix it up. Twice a week, sneak in some strength, like lifting a can of soup or doing chair squats. It's not about bulking up, it's about backing up your walks. Tune in. If your knees grumble or your legs feel heavy, don't ignore it. Take a breather, and if it lingers, chat with your doctor. You're the boss of your body. Here's a quick stretch I love. Step 1 foot back, keep it straight, and press your heel down. Hold it for 20 seconds. Feel that stretch in your calf? Switch sides. It's small, but it sets you up for a smoother walk. So, where does this leave us? Walking after 70 is still a superstar. It's good for your heart, your joints, and your soul. But like anything worth doing, it's better when you do it smart. With the right shoes, a little warm-up, and a sprinkle of variety, your daily stroll can stay the highlight of your day, not a quiet troublemaker. Next time you head out, maybe try one of these tips. See how it feels. And if you've got a walking tale, maybe a win or a lesson learned, pop it in the comments below. We're all in this together, and I'd love to hear how you're stepping strong. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so we can keep exploring ways to thrive.